Hey friends, welcome to this week's studio chat. It has been a couple weeks since we have caught up with what's going on in the studio because 2 weeks ago I had my Woodland Painting Collection release. So I believe we left off where I still had a couple pieces to finish, and then I was wanting to launch the collection with 5 paintings. And I did end up finishing 5 paintings, and the final painting that I ended up doing was of a barn owl. I don't have it here anymore because I have packed it and shipped it. So I'll share what the paintings ended up looking like, the ones that were still in progress. So I finished the 3 birds that were the chartreuse birds, and it was that painting that I was reworking and kind of bringing into this collection. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. The 3 birds were on a very light background to begin with, and I transitioned it into being a darker background, and I really am happy with them. And then the final piece that I worked on was a barn owl surrounded by flowers. It's sort of in a tree. I think this painting might be my very favorite one of the entire collection. I was like planning on keeping that thing and hanging it in my house if somebody hadn't bought it. But yeah, I'm really happy that it didn't feel rushed and like I was rushing to get things finished in time for my release. I was so happy with that painting. So yeah, I wanted to share sort of an honest look into the emotions of a release day for me, because I feel like that will just help like normalize the emotional up and down that is so common with releasing your artwork. I know it's very easy to project an image of, oh, my paintings are doing great, they're selling, I have this all like figured out. And I just wanted to let you guys know that every release I have, I'm not sure how it's going to go. There are very few things that I make that I'm 100% sure are going to sell. And I have been very sure in the past and then have not sold those things. And so that is what's given me sort of this never knowing kind of feeling. And I feel like it's always an ongoing experiment. Every release I do is an experiment because I keep pushing forward in my art and trying new things, and I rarely do the same sort of style of collection over and over again. So an indicator I kind of have for like how much my work is in demand is how much sells to my email list. And so the morning of this release, I sold 1 painting to my email list at the window of time when they had early access. And so I had this big emotional roller coaster of like being so excited and sure that like several of them were going to sell right off the bat, and then selling 1. And I was honestly like worried that I wasn't going to sell a single other painting. But then it was interesting, throughout the course of the day, I would sell 1, and then like a couple hours later, I would sell another 1. And then a couple hours after that, I'd sell another 1. And I ended up selling 4 out of the 5, which I think I'm super happy with. I was hoping for 3 out of the 5, so selling 4 out of the 5 is great. I'm so thankful for everybody who's chosen to invest in my work. So I hope that's encouraging to you, because I just wanted to give a realistic picture of what it was like for me, and that the norm for me is not selling out my work all at once. I've been very blessed that eventually most of my paintings sell, but sometimes it takes like a year for a collection of work to sell. The pendulum of the emotions of that day was like from feeling very like disheartened and like, oh no, did nobody actually want them, to yay, this is a celebration, this is a success. And that happened over the course of a day, and with lots of like little ups and downs in between. So yeah, that is the story of how that collection finished off. I also wanted to just let you know before I close out here what I am working on now. So now I am on full steam ahead into the holiday season, and I wanted to share with you some of the paintings that I am working on right now that I will be having in a holiday gift shop on my website. Okay, so here is my desk, and here are some little 8x8 paintings that I'm working on right now. I have about 11 of them on the go, but these are some that are pretty close to being done. For Christmas time, I like to paint little mini pieces of art that are really giftable. And especially for people who may be collecting original art for the first time, or want to gift a piece of original art to someone, but maybe not invest in such a large piece, I like to paint little mini things. So these are little still lifes, and I'm having a lot of fun. I haven't visited the subject of like a classic painting in a vase in a while, so I'm really enjoying working on these guys. The other thing that I'm going to be doing for Christmas is ornaments, and I'm going to design a couple ornaments and then open up pre-orders so that people can order an ornament design, and then I will create them to order. And I'll show you. This is the very beginning of an ornament. This is a paper mache ball that I skewer. I drill a hole through it and put it on a skewer, and it makes it so much easier to paint. And then what I end up doing, you will see later on, but I string a thread in it, or a hanging ribbon and a tassel through it. And then it's this beautiful finished ornament. Right now it looks like a kebab. But that's the beginning. I'll share more of those with you next time when I have finished my ornament designs. But yes, those will be opening up for pre-order pretty soon, along with these paintings and the opportunity to purchase originals. Thanks for joining me for this week's studio chat. I always enjoy catching up with you guys. If you have any art-related questions that you would like me to answer on a future chat, just go ahead and leave a comment. I would love to hear your thoughts about things that you're interested in learning about, my art practice, or if you just have general questions about art making, I would love to hear what they are and do my best to answer them. All right, I hope you are doing well, and I will catch you again next week. Bye for now.